Hey guys, it's Michelle. I want to share with you a part of a collection. Some of these, again, are missing, and I do remember one of them had broke at one point. Her head popped off, but I'm going to share this with you. This is actually from a movie. Whoa, yep, and one of them, the glue just came out of the wig. So, I'm going to explain the movie in a second. This movie came out, I think, in the early 90s, and it was called Happily Ever After. I believe it's called, yeah, Happily Ever After. And it was the story of Snow White after she met the prince and they were getting married, and she went to invite them to the wedding. Anyway, when she gets there, the dwarfs have moved away from their home, and she meets these dwarf elves, or female dwarfs, instead. So I used to have all of them. One of the dwarf elves is missing. Snow White was broken, and I had the prince. So I'll show you what I do have. This is the prince. They were not made by Disney, this particular movie. I think they were made by the same people as Ferngully. So these characters do not have the same look as the Disney Snow White did. Focus. See, that's the prince. And these actually look a lot like the characters from that movie, which I have on DVD because I really liked that movie. I thought it was really well written. So that's the prince. I think they could have done a different color with his hair. He matches his outfit too much. Now I'm going to show you the dwarf elf that I am missing, because they each have magical powers, which if you watch the movie you'll understand what that means. They work for Mother Nature. Like the dwarfs had the diamond mines. The dwarf elves work for Mother Nature, and they each have a special power that they do. The one that's missing, I think her name was Sunburn, and she was in charge of sunlight. Anyway, I'm going to start with this one. This is Moonbeam. She came out in 1990. First National Film Corporation. Moonbeam was in charge of the night and the moon, obviously. She slept during the day and was awake at night. So that's why she looks kind of sleepy, because throughout the film, during the day, she sleepwalks. And I don't know what happened to the top there, but the paint is coming off. So this is Moonbeam. There. And I'm trying to remember their names. Some of them I do know, some of them I don't remember. This one is Marina. She was in charge of water, or the lakes and the rivers, as she puts it in the film. I don't know exactly what she did with the water. I don't know if she did make waterfalls or anything like that, but this is Marina, the green hair. And she's kind of like a mermaid, even though she has legs in the film. This one is Critterina, and she's in charge of the animals, and she herself looks like a chipmunk. She's got a very weird look to it. Now this is the one that is broken, because when I picked her up, this is kind of creepy. The glue that was on her head has come off. Look at that. It's a Conehead doll now. But that's Critterina. She was in charge of all the animals. And she could talk, I believe, in different animal language. This was one of my favorite dolls out of this. Was Critterina. I think because she did look like a chipmunk. Now this one, hold on. These three are the ones I have trouble remembering their names, and they don't have their names on them. Oh, this one, duh. This one is called Muddy. She was in charge of mud. I don't know why anybody would be in charge of mud, but she played in the mud throughout the entire movie. That one. There's these two. I remember the actress that did this one's voice. It was Zsa Zsa Gabor. It had to do with a flower. Maybe it was Flora or something like that. Anyway, I don't remember her name, but she was in charge of, you guessed it, flowers. She's got a little flower skirt on. She's got a flower thing on the back of her head. She's kind of like Blossom from the Tinkerbell movies of today. That's kind of what she reminds me. She has that arrogant attitude that she is the prettiest, and you know, she's in charge of flowers. That's kind of what she reminds me of in today's standards. This one. her name? I don't remember it either, but she was in charge of thunder, and she was afraid of thunder at the same time. What was her name? I can't remember. But that's why she's got this one little finger. She's got like the E.T. finger because she would summon thunder and lightning. But they were really cute. I really did think that movie was really well thought out. I don't know how well it did in the box. I was really young when the movie came out. These guys came out in 1990. I was like 4 or 5 years old at the time when this came out. But I loved that movie. And these were a birthday present. Like I said, Sunburn's missing. I forget the other two names. I think her name might have been Tiny. I think the Thunder Girl was like Tiny or something like that. Don't remember off the top of my head, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, so that was my little happily ever after. I don't think it was that popular because I don't remember any of the kids in school like seeing the movie. It was kind of weird, but I liked it because it was like one of those Don DeLuise films. Like it had that feel like Rock-a-Doodle and stuff. That's the kind of animation it was, and I really thought it was cool. But if you haven't seen it, you should really look it up. It's a really cute movie. I know they sell it on DVD. I think I got mine at Toys R Us a couple years ago, so I know it is still out there. But definitely check it out if you haven't. So I'll see you later, guys. Bye.